Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy, Green Pastures Farm. Today, we're going to be examining some new product samples that I got from Taragate. These posts are laid out in front of us, and these are what we would call pigtails. We like to use tread-ins, that plastic step-ins. Have you got one of those there, by the way? This is the lion's share of what we use. This would be an O'Brien. We use these a lot, but when you're putting in fence, let me put that back. These pigtails are really handy at certain spots in your farm. And Connor, would you like to talk about kind of where you would use like a pigtail like this? Where does that come in handy at?
So usually we use these types of pigtails on corners, or when we're starting, essentially when we're starting a reel, or when we're trying to make it hot at a place where we don't have a permanent
high tensile
fence.
wire. Yep.
And so we can stick this in the ground. So you just step it in with this, and then we'll brace it actually with one of these posts. So we'll brace it on the ground like that. We'll stick that in the ground, and then we'll either tie a wire here and start our fence, going wherever we're going, or we'll take a reel and we'll have another actual hot like poly braid coming through this, and then we'll wrap the reel around here.
And then you hook it
yep. on this.
Yep.
And then you've got a hot fence where you didn't have a...
These Taragate, they gave us 4 different versions, and they just told us to try them and see how they work. Before you lay that down, Connor, I want you to cover something. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the end of this, folks. What's the difference between that and this one?
So this one has a plug in the end of that. And this one, it's just the steel showing on the end of it. So sometimes
what's so big about that?
Sometimes when we wrap the reel on it, we'll have if it's hot, we'll have the wire arcing from the wire to this metal here. And so you have to wash that because it'll burn through your wire. And with that plug there, it will keep it from doing that. So that's a nice addition, I think.
It really is. There's not a conductive surface right there. Yeah. So now let's go ahead and dig in a little bit further. David, do you want to talk about this first post? What's the difference on that one? Well, first of all, the pigtail shape. What's the deal?
This one's super unique, as of all these posts here. So the pigtail, these two here, if you look, you can see how it's got that extra tab sticking out, 1.5 inches. That just makes it easier to get the wire in the pigtail. On this one, you don't have that extra tab sticking out, so it's gonna be harder to get the wire in there.
It's more compact.
It's more compact.
Yeah.
Once it's in there, it's gonna stay. The other thing is this is metal, so it's energized, and this is insulated here, so you can grab it here. But
what if you grab it right
in the middle of the post here? Don't lick that with your tongue. And
what's that plastic piece down here? What's it doing?
So this is this plastic mold here separates the two metals. So this metal comes in here, and it's insulated from the rest of the post. And oh yeah, make sure y'all can see that. So here's the top side of the post coming in. It's insulated, so it won't ground.
So you can grab a hold down there. No, down below that.
Yeah, that's right. You can grab here.
You're not going to get shot.
That's right, and you can grab here, but the whole rest of that post...
Don't let your hands slip.
Don't do it.
Yeah. One other thing I just wanted to add, David, while you got that up, if a person is holding a whole armload of these might not have as many catch points as that darn thing.
That's true.
Stick out. So it's going to be easier to get them out of your arms, not having that stick out possibly.
And I think, well, weight-wise, it's hard to tell. I don't know what the weight's pretty comparable.
Connor, tell me about that next one. What's going on with it?
So this one is, the whole post is pretty much insulated, so it's got that same thing that this one does, but it's up at the top. So the only part that'll actually be hot is the top part of this post, because this separates.
All that's safe to grab?
So all this you can grab, which is nice, because sometimes we're messing with pigtails. You don't want to really grab the metal, because if it touches that steel piece, you're going to get shocked.
Well, what's going on with that little deal right here?
So pretty much all of these pigtails have this metal step in. This one has a plastic end on it, which I guess makes it a little lighter, but not
And
much.
maybe save on cost.
It might be a little cheaper. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Looks to me like you're gonna snap that off on a
Yeah.
cold winter day.
it could be pretty easy to break off. But
Yeah.
so
Tell you what, I don't like that first post that David showed.
My word, I don't think any of us like it. I don't think any of us like it.
Okay, go down to the next one. So you've got this one. It's the replica of what you were just showing, except for it's got the steel
Yep.
foot feet on it. Folks, that thing's crimped on there pretty good. You're not going to break that off. I really like this little post. Yeah, I think that's pretty sweet. But then this one, the last one, it's kind of like our pigtail that we're using, except for it's got a lot stouter foot feet on it. You're not going to break that off of there. So, you know, they're all the same height. I measured them before we started. From right here, where your wire is going to be, to right down here is 28.5 inches. So it's just the right height. I like a 28.5 inch height wire because I can step over it without getting my crotch shot. Ben, he had this much space between him. He stepped over it. He's, what was Ben, 6'7"?
yeah. And I got to jump a little bit.
And you got to jump a little bit. Every time I get in the truck after this Yahoo's been driving, I'm like, who's the short-legged guy in here? I mean, Connor's built like a tank. He's got short legs, and I got to hit that button and push that seat back. So
I try and remember when I get out the truck to slide the chair back.
I always know when he's been driving. But so yeah, these are posts that we're going to be trying in the field. We're probably going to get shocked a little bit. We're going to forget. We're going to be used to grabbing one of these, which is safe. We're going to reach out some morning when we're just out of bed and we're not really awake yet. We'll probably get awake.
Oh man.
Once you grab that with, what, 10,000 kV on it? What do you think?
Yeah.
That's going to wake you up.
That'll feel pretty good.
Isaac, you got kind of curly hair. Looks like you've been into it a few times.
Yeah, that kind of wakes me up sometimes. I don't get shocked anymore as much, so kind of learned my lesson a couple times.
Yeah, so we're anxious to get these out and try them. These are all Taragate, except for this one. Folks, this has been a good little post. I mean, I got these from Powerflex probably 20-some years, right at 20 years ago. And it's been a good post. I had 50 of them. I think I'm down to maybe 6. And it wasn't because they broke. The darn things, when you're out on the land, they fall out of the four-wheeler. If you got them down in a creek and you get a big flood there with the post, you don't get them back. So you lose some of them just the contrition of being out in the field.
The one post with the metal, that one, no,
This one.
Yeah, this one I just thought of. You tie that on. You can tie
Talk to
a
the
knot.
camera.
You can tie a knot there, make your brace wire, and that's for sheep corner.
Oh yeah.
Sheep height.
Instead of
That's a
having
good
to go
point.
down,
Well, because it's going to be hot.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that would be your end, but
but
you
you
can,
use this.
like this. You can't.
Oh,
You
you're
can't.
making me nervous.
You can't tie that. You can't
No, you
tie
can't
it
tie
there.
that. That's right. That'd be
So
around.
that's what that's for.
That
so
makes
you
a
can
good
tie onto
point.
there.
That's a really good point, Isaac.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get shot.
I know.
You just
Well, I
can't.
know.
You just can't untie it until.
Well, now we've
Right,
got
but,
makes it
but
cold.
you're used to that being insulated.
Well,
I'm the one that's going to get
We're
nailed.
gonna get lit up.
I'm going to get lit up. I'm going to have burn marks on my fingers.
Oh, this one's safe for sure.
Yeah.
Steam coming out of your ears.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have fun with it, it sounds
Oh,
like.
yeah.
We're going to have some screaming going on. And
This one's safe, right? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Should be cold. Ah!
Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to end talking about the pigtails, and we will do a follow-up. By that time, we're going to be using them enough we can find out which ones we like the best, and we'll kind of go and give you all a recap on that. So y'all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button on the way out, and we'll see you next time. Take care.